So one of the shows that I always wanted to talk about is Bungo Stray Dogs, and I did make some reviews on it, but I'm gonna go through like a full, just give you a simple background on Bungo Stray Dogs because I want you guys to watch the series, and it is like appreciated for what it is because it is actually a good series, a very underrated series, which not a lot of people watch because it seems like a very typical secret organization type of anime when you look at it and glance at the synopsis and everything. It does look like your typical secret organization anime, but there is more to it. Just it's not just about secret organization. Still, I do believe that Bungo Stray Dogs is really underrated because it deserves mainstream attention. It is that good. I will say that. So I'm not gonna spoil much for you guys. I'm gonna keep it as much spoiler free as I can. Like, I'm just gonna try to go through that because I really want people to watch this series and give the series attention for what it is. So, yeah, to begin with, I want to start with something that I would like to say a hard phase for a series, like the early episodes, the first three episodes, which is important to get yourself invested in the series. Now, the biggest thing about any series is how the first three episodes play out, because if the first three episodes don't play out good, that series may as well be said to be a bad one because the first three episodes really it's the only thing that will ever give away an impression on how the series is gonna work. So that's what Bungo Stray Dogs does right, I would say. In the first three episodes of the series, it gets your attention, it gets you invested in what it really gets you in that mood of watching this series because it has so many elements in it that play in factor. For example, interesting characters like Dazai. We have the interaction between Dazai and Atsushi, and we have the interesting part of Octagawa coming in later on. So yeah, there is a lot of interesting things going on around in the first three episodes that really gets one's attention, gets oneself invested into it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But the thing about Bungo Stray Dogs, I think so. This is where a lot of people start to draw Bungo Stray Dogs, and that's basically the slow pacing, I would say, that's been given in these mid episodes because most of the things that happen throughout this I mean, it is still story development, it is still character development, all right. I'm not saying it's in any way it's not related to the story, but most of this thing kind of felt filler, and I have felt it when I was watching these episodes in the midsection, that these episodes kind of felt like filler episodes to me, even though it had story in it. It's not filler, I know it's canon, but it felt like that because normally when you watch a series, it is mostly developed around the story and everything. So you don't get to see that much of other characters and everything. But what real Bungo Stray Dogs does differently here is actually give other characters their own time to shine and put Atsushi in a boot in his boot and just put him behind on the scene. Atsushi being the main character, Atsushi and Azai are the main characters here in the series. So putting them behind, like just taking them away and actually putting other characters in front of them before these characters is what makes this really an interesting series for me at least. So that's the reason why I personally like it, but I could also see why people would drop the series when it comes to this part because this is where the series kind of takes itself slow and steady and it tries to like give other characters development and all of the stuff that happens. So that putting that out of the way, I would also say that it has like each character has a different atmosphere around them. It's just like it has so many different things happening at so many times that each of these characters actually feel like they are actually getting developed. They are not being thrown aside. It actually feels like they are getting developed. Even the villains, it feels like they're getting developed throughout the series. For example, Octagawa. Octagawa in my opinion, he's an amazing villain. He is an amazing villain. I will praise him for what it is, for who he is. And I personally think he's an amazing villain. He's a mysterious type of villain that we actually like, a mysterious type of antagonist that somebody would actually appreciate, because he's still mysterious. A lot of things are still mysterious unless you get to the second season, which gives us a little more origin about him and everything. So yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but yeah, second season we get a lot of his origin. So yeah, like Octagawa as just in character, he he's a mysterious character for season one. Most of the season one, he's just a mysterious character. We all know he's an almighty, powerful character. That's pretty much it, and that's what I think so makes him a somebody who an antagonist to fear, because he's already said to be a dangerous antagonist and a dangerous person and everything, and he is already Atsushi is already told to stay away from him. So it pretty much shows that how strong Akutagawa is just from the start and get go. And just keeping his character mysterious makes it even more interesting, I would say, towards the character itself. Now, not only that, now I did talk a lot about Akutagawa, but I do want to talk about other characters too, like Atsushi. Atsushi himself is a very interesting character because he may seem your typical like he's a lost in thought about what's happening protagonist, but I think so most of us would relate with how Atsushi's mind works there, because you we most of us would actually relate with what's happening, because Atsushi most of the time has no idea what's happening around him, because he's lived a normal life. All right, he's been in an orphanage, living a normal life. That's about it. But like when he enters the organization and everything, he's kind of lost in thought about what's happening around him. Why is everything happening the way it is, and all of that stuff. And that's why Atsushi is kind of relatable in that way, because we would be at the same. If we put ourselves in Atsushi's shoes, we would pretty much be in the same thought about what's happening. We are no idea. So that's pretty much Atsushi's case, and why I actually like him as a main character, because it's actually the main character kind of feels like you are the one who are watching this. That's pretty much it. You are the one who are actually taking control over the main character. It kind of feels like that. Kind of playing like a visual novel or something like that. Other than that, Dazai, I personally love Dazai. He is my second favorite character throughout the series. If I had to put it correctly, he is my second favorite character, hands down. And I say second because a lot of people love Dazai, alright? Whoever watched Bungo Stray Dogs, they are a big fan of Dazai, and I know that for the fact be. But Dazai, he's a suicidal maniac, but there's a dark side to him that kind of gives, like, his character kind of is like that, because he is a fun, cheerful character for what he is. He puts a smile on everybody's face and everything, a suicidal maniac and everything. But he has this dark side to him, which is revealed in season two and everything, which definitely is another interesting thing. So yeah, definitely, if you're going for Bungo Stray Dogs, keep an eye out for Dazai, because he's a very interesting character. Other than him, it's Dopo. Dopo is a very strict character. That's a character that really interests me. Rampo is someone who is very prideful for who he is. So I'm not gonna give away any spoilers on who Rampo is, but he's my favorite character. So yeah. So yeah, there are various characters that put out a different type. Every character, every character, like they have the unique aura around them, which I personally like. For example, there's also incest in this anime. Yeah, there's incest. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through that one. But other than that, we also got the doctor who's crazy chick. So I'm just like, nah, I'm good, son. The doctor is pretty crazy. So yeah, like it's a very interesting series for what it is, and not only that, but Studio Bones has really done a good job animating this series, because you could see so many fluid animation throughout the series, and when you will look at the action sequences that happen throughout the series, you could see that it has some really fluid animations. It looks so good when it comes to the fight scenes. It actually plays out good. So kind of gives a good I mean, it's Studio Bones. Like Studio Bones has always been good. Even My Hero Academia got some good animation there. I'm not saying the best, but still, it's pretty good for what it is. So yeah, let me know what you think about Bungo Stray Dogs. Just in general, if you have watched the series, what are your thoughts on it? If you're gonna watch it, I would say definitely watch it. I would definitely recommend Bungo Stray Dogs if you're going for an underground. I would say Bungo Stray Dogs is underground, but I'll say it's underrated because underground is something which nobody sees, nobody acknowledges, and is right like bottom of the pit, and that's pretty much it. Bungo Stray Dogs has a good fan following, but it's still underrated compared to the mainstream media. And I feel like Bungo Stray Dogs is a series that deserves to go mainstream. It is definitely one of those series which deserves to go mainstream because I feel freaking love it if it goes mainstream. So yeah, let me know what you think about it, and let me know if I missed something in this video, something that you guys can add on in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace.